Yo, yo, yo. How y'all doing out there? On this episode, we're going to talk about, well, I guess I should say on this episode of This is KC Sports with your man Bishop. We're going to talk a little bit about the NFL draft that's happening here in Kansas City this year, Sporting KC, a little bit of the March Madness, college hoops, KC Current, the Royals, and of course the Chiefs. And yeah, we're gonna have a little fun today. Hopefully, let's get through this. Run it. Yo, feels good to be back another week. I am your man Bishop. This is KC Sports, live and direct on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. It's a beautiful day out here in Kansas City. It started out a little cold, then the sun decided to show its face. So it's temperatures are warming up. This weather, man. This weather has been something crazy lately. All the up and down, up and down. It's allergy season. I don't know if anyone out there suffers from seasonal allergies like myself, but I do. And mine has started peaking already. Sneezing and, man, it's just crazy. I really dislike spring. I don't like spring at all, for real. Exactly. What's up, Taryn? What's up, my man Larry B? How y'all doing out there? I'm feeling good today. I just, like you said, damn allergies. I hate these allergies. I don't know. Yeah, Taryn, you're right. Yeah, allergies suck. And yes, also Sporting KC tied with LA. So, speaking of that, Terrence says Sporting KC tied with his LA Galaxy. Kind of expected KC to win since the Galaxy management sucks. So, I was going to talk a little bit about that today, actually, Terrence. And I was going to ask, what was your? I know y'all in SoCal, and so I was going to ask how you felt about that. Because yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. So some news just happened on the NFL side real quick. It appears that Jalen Ramsey will be traded in a blockbuster trade deal to Miami Dolphins. Crazy. So, looks like these AFC teams are trying to load up again. I don't know what to expect from that. I don't know how I feel about that. Terry, it was definitely it was a miracle that the Galaxy tied. The Sporting KC hasn't. So, like I said, as a matter of fact, since we're on that topic real quick, we're going to put the Jalen Ramsey news to the side real quick. Let's run through some of this stuff as far as some of the games and stuff that happened. So I'm going to start with KC Current. That's the women's soccer team here. And I'm excited to see their season. They look pretty good. They did close out their preseason with a 2-1 victory over San Diego Wave. I was going to ask you, how did you feel about that if y'all keep up with the women's soccer league? San Diego Wave, y'all just, yeah. and KC Current just handed y'all that L in the last preseason game. But they do have, I believe it's the opener, March 25th against North Carolina Courage, and at Wake Man Soccer Park. The history so far between the two teams, and their last matchup or last 5 matches, the two teams they're pretty much even at the moment, with each team having 2 wins and a draw. So the game for yeah, Larry B, you're right. NWSL, yes, it is awesome. So the game for KC Current against North Carolina Courage, March 25th, that should be very competitive, considering that out of their last 5 matches, they both got 2 dubs and they got a draw between each other. So that's going to be something excited to see. Sporting KC, like we just got to talking about, they they ended that full match battle with Los Angeles Galaxy 0-0. 0-0. That was, yeah. That's, I love soccer, but that is so odd to me. I feel like someone should have to score a point. So to draw it out at 0-0, so weird. That is so weird. And it's crazy because I know you saying that Taryn, you were saying that the Galaxy management sucks and stuff. But if you go back and look, the Sporting KC didn't really do they didn't do that great. They had what? I think they had 30 shots. They fired off 30 times and they couldn't get it into the net. So I mean, imagine firing at your target 30 times and you can't hit it. That's wild to me. That is wild. So y'all defense held up because y'all got shot on 30 times and the Sporting KC couldn't get it to complete. So currently Sporting, they currently sit at 10th place in the Western Conference. They got 0 W's, look like 2 draws and 1 loss. Hopefully they can get things going in the right direction. Hopefully. One thing I am excited about. So someone is, and this has to do with the Royals. There's a certain player coming back to the Kansas City Royals in May, from what I heard. He won't suit up, but he'll be having a retirement ceremony, which I think is very awesome. I'm excited. We talking about, if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, we're talking about Locaine, a.k.a. Lovacaine, a.k.a. Mr. Lorenzo Cain. He was a big part of the fantastic years the Royals had. We went, did the whole back-to-back fantastic seasons. He was a big part of the World Series win. When he came back to the ballpark as a Brewer, he got nothing but respect. Nothing but respect was shown, of course, because that's, Kansas City, we're pretty classy like that. He was drafted I believe he was drafted to the Brewers. So I believe that was the first team he went to, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Lorenzo Cain was drafted to the Brewers. He came to KC, then he went back to the Brewers, and now he's going to retire as a Royal. That's a full circle. That deserves some claps. I think that's awesome. I'm happy that he did that. Larry B said. I mean, I wasn't gonna say that. I didn't want. I didn't want to say that. Larry B said, let's be real. Sporting KC played to the Galaxy's level. I wasn't going to say that. Okay. And since we speaking about the Brewers, the Royals are, to me, they appear to be clicking on all cylinders during this spring training down there in Arizona. They obliterate. I can't even get my thoughts. I can't get my thoughts out. I can't get my words out. They destroyed the Brewers 12-2 during spring training yesterday. That's crazy. That's wild right now. You know, today they'll be taking on the Cleveland Guardians at 3 p.m. Like I said, they looking good, man. They looking good. So, I'm excited to see. Hopefully, they can ride that momentum of the spring training. I just hope it don't take a decline. So far, they doing really good. They're beating teams, and I know it's just spring training. I know, but it's looking good, and that's what we want to see. And so hopefully, it doesn't take a turn for the worse as we get closer to March 30th, which I believe is the home opener. So, or the season opener, I should say. So let's I hope they keep going up, and that way they can ride that momentum into the season opener. So looking good. A little bit of this March Madness. I'm not real big on college hoops. And honestly, I can't really be real big on college sports, period, because gosh darn, man, they got too many damn bowls and tournaments for me to keep up. But I do tune in from time to time, and especially to the two teams that are native to where I'm located here in Kansas City, Missouri. So I'm a big MU fan. I'm not a big KU fan, but I try to pay attention to both teams. I went to bed with a smile on my face because KU lost to Texas at the T-Mobile Center. I'm not a KU fan. Serves y'all right. But, you know, hold on one second. I would like to say Bill Self, hopefully, you know, speedy recovery on his situation. I don't know I didn't really follow too much. I just heard brief little talks about that he was, you know, in a bad situation in the hospital. So hopefully he's okay. I haven't kept up with it. But, yeah, KU fell. Yeah, they lost to Texas at the T-Mobile Center 76-56. I love it. I'm here for it. That is the first time that they lost in the T-Mobile Center since 2019. It's wild. This will be the second Big 12 championship win in 3 years for Texas. So big up to Texas. They did their thing. They put the work in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you see. This is the outcome when you put in work. So you can take down a top team, because KU is a top team. I ain't gonna take that from them. Not my cup of tea, but they are a top team. So that's awesome. Larry B said Kane was the man. He was. I mean, and that whole squad, you know, that we had was unbelievable. Like, it was like a dream. It's almost like it didn't even exist if they didn't have the actual, you know, proof that it existed. The Galaxy is sorry. I love my team, but they're sorry. Yeah, they are. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, Sporting KC is in 10th place right now. I know we got a lot of soccer to play. We'll see, because I ain't going to talk about nobody's soccer team right now, because my soccer team can't even find a goal. So we'll see what happens here. Let's see. The Rose Division winner is up in the air with the Guardians, White Sox, Twins, Tigers have a question. Yep, I agree. Which is crazy, though, because Tigers, they were playing some good ball last year or last season, and the Guardians, I don't think they did too bad neither. But we'll see. The Royals do have promise, Larry B. I agree, they do. So me talking, about KU losing and cheesing about it, and I can't, ride them too much for they loss because my team took a loss as well. Yeah, whatever. MU they fell to Alabama, which it was a good game, 61-72. Tigers is currently sitting at 24-9. That's the most win in 11 years. So that right there, that makes it better. That makes it better for me because the Tigers have not been nothing. They've been very irrelevant for the past 11 years. So that's amazing. That's amazing. So I'm happy for that. They won. I'm sorry, they did lose, but they 24-9. Most wins in the last 11 years. However, they do. Today is, what's today, ladies and gentlemen? Selection Sunday. We will find out who the Tigers face in the NCAA tournament at 5 p.m. today. That's right. Selection Sunday. We'll find out when the bracket is released. Mizzou doing big things right now, and I'm happy to see that because it was grim for a long time. So I'm happy to see that that we start to get noticed as a sports city. Whatever, the whole metropolitan area, Columbia, all these people. That Missouri is starting to get some recognition as far as being into sports. So it's nice to see that. Like I said, they're doing big things. I'm here for it. Speaking of MU, right? Our head coach, Dennis Gates, just got a contract extension through 2028-29 season. Shout out to them. Shout out to him and his squad because, man, they definitely turned that train around. They turned that train around. So that's what's up. So let's do a little chitty chat. Oh, something else. That wasn't this past weekend. I think that was like last weekend, I think, or something. Or was it the other day? Jake Paul finally took an L. Man, I'm happy to see that. Jeez, get the guy out of here. You ain't got no business. That fake boxing crap, man. Get on. I'm glad you got your butt whooped. And that's for all you Jake Paul fans. I know he got a lot of them out there, but he's turning the sport of boxing into a gimmick. So how are we feeling? Like I'm not missing football as much as far as watching football being played, because like I told you guys last week, I'm excited about the off season. I love the off season, the moving of parts. That's what I'm in love with right now. Seeing all these teams try to load up, unload, wondering who's going where. That's thrilling to me because I like to see all these teams try to stack up on players and create a super team just to be disappointed in the end. And if you ask me, Buffalo did that. Oh yeah, it's Chief talk time, baby. That's what Larry B said. Okay, it's Chiefs talk time. I'm not gonna get. We're just gonna go sprinkle over the NFL just because that's me. That's what I love. That's what my passion is. I love football, and I dibble dabble in other sports. It's just football is it. Larry B said, "What do you want in this off season? If you're the GM, what are you doing?" Oh, Ooh, ooh. If I was the Hey, there was a meme. I'm gonna answer that question. There's a meme, like the Dr. Seuss books. I have it on my phone. The picture. There, someone made the meme. It was like the Dr. Seuss book of a cover, and it was like if I ran the Chiefs or something like that. It was hilarious. Um, well, since we did not put the franchise tag on anyone, at least the Chiefs have been very quiet about this whole thing. As far as I know, let's turn it. As far as I know, the Chiefs didn't. Let's turn this to a 30-minute conversation. As far as I know, the Chiefs didn't. As far as anyone knows, because we don't know, they didn't put the franchise tag on anyone. I didn't hear it. I didn't see it, and I've been watching and waiting and watching and waiting. I know that the Chiefs have a way because I've seen them do it before where we didn't know that someone was tagged. So and they come out later like, oh yeah, we beat the clock. We just didn't tell y'all asses about it. So so they didn't tag Orlando Brown, which okay, okay. Um, should they have? I don't know. I I don't know. It's one of them things where it's like, man, I feel like yeah, maybe, but then I'm like more so no, because in Veach we trust around here. That's our saying. If Veach didn't make a move, it's because he has a good reason for not making that move. Hey, good afternoon, Mike Pat. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. It's a good reason why Veach didn't make that move. So I don't know. To get back to your question, Larry B, what would I do? Well, I wouldn't sign OBJ. I'm not even sure I would go after D Hop, DeAndre Hopkins, for those who don't know who D Hop is. Uh, do we need a receiver? Orlando Brown is definitely going to get overpaid in the open market, Mike Pat. You're correct. And that's why I don't think Veach was playing chicken with Orlando Brown, because Orlando Brown is definitely going to get overpaid. And there's been rumors that the Chicago Bears are willing to outbid anybody. And he has been about the money for a while. That's why Baltimore got rid of him. And I think Brett Veach is going to prove a point. He's going to prove a point. Last season, I said everyone was in a frantic panic about the whole Tyreek Hill situation. I said, if Andy Reid and Brett Veach and the whole office staff and all them, even if we don't make it to the Super Bowl, if we make a deep run, they're going to look like geniuses. And hell, here we are. We won the Super Bowl. If they don't look like geniuses and people are still doubting them, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. So I don't know if we need a real big name receiver. Yeah, I know we have to think about Mecole Hardman. I honestly think they're going to give Mecole Hardman a team-friendly deal. It's his first contract. I think they're going to give him like the Tyreek treatment, almost. And mostly it's because Hardman didn't really, he was battling that injury towards the end and stuff, towards probably middle of the season or whatnot. So, he didn't really put up crazy numbers. Now, Juju, on the other hand, I don't know how they're going to handle that situation. He's saying he wants to stay. He likes it here. But I know money. He got that ring. He got his ring. So that money talks at that point. I think once you get your ring, money talks. As we see, Tyreek Hill, he got his ring, got his money. Simple as that. Even though Tyreek Hill is on a different playing field than everyone else. I'm excited to see what Tony got. Get a full season, go through an Andy Reid regimen workout. hopefully Patrick Mahomes, you know, take him by the hand, pause, take him by the hand and walks him into Bobby Stroud, and they and they get his body conditioned to where he can stop having hamstring issues. Larry B, man, I don't know what I would do if I was the GM. I would be honest. I thought I knew, but for some reason, I don't know what I would do. I thought I did. I know for a fact because we got pieces. Jerick McKinnon is definitely will be staying. Throw him a 1-year deal. He's staying. You know, we got what we have pieces that people forgot we have. We got people signed on we have people signed on future contracts. And I forgot about that we had that. I forgot that we had some people signed on contract, you know, future signings. Larry said, this is a great conversation because as the Super Bowl champions, there are so many directions you can go in the off season, and you know how it goes. It is very difficult to repeat. It is very difficult to it is very difficult to repeat. It is. But I think this year it's gonna be a little bit more challenging due to the fact that everyone is, you know, the Chiefs has been walking around with the target on them for ever since Mahomes stepped into the league. Yeah, Mike Pat said in 3 years Mahomes' deal is going to be a steal. It is. It is going to be a steal. And I don't think Mahomes is tripping on that. Like all these quarterbacks is trying to get their money. Mahomes is like, dude, I got enough money. I'm good. I got all these endorsements and whatnot. I was trying to think of the guy. We just picked him up from not just picked him up, but we picked him up from I can't think of his name right now. We picked him up from the Bengals, I believe. And dude runs, I think he's just as fast as Tyreek Hill. If I'm trying to think of his name, and I can't. I know I sent it to a buddy of mine, and I was trying to see if I could find it, but yeah, no, here it is. Just found it. John Ross. John Ross runs a 4.22, 40-yard dash. The Bengals picked him up as the 9th round overall, or number 9 overall, or whatever. Then he didn't he go to New York? Yeah, he went to the Giants. He caught 11 passes for 224 yards. In 22, he didn't take the field in 22, but he's only 27. I want to see this. Guy runs a 4.22. Burrow deal, man. Pat said Burrow deal coming up. Herbert, Jackson. Obviously, these deals are going to get crazy. I don't know what the Bengals are going to do. I have no idea because is that cherry going to turn back into a pumpkin? Because them guys are going to want their money, and the same thing for a lot of these teams. The Eagles. I have no idea what they're going to do, man. They got a lot of free agents. And they're key players. They ain't just regular people. They are some top players. They were a big reason why the team was who they were this season. So I'm nervous for them two teams for sure. Tyrion said last repeat Super Bowl champion was the Patriots in 04 and 05. It's almost going to be 20 years. It is very tough to repeat as a Super Bowl champion. It is. I honestly think if our O-line was intact that year we went back, that everyone says, you know, the O-line. But you know what? I'm going to go at it another way. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change that narrative. Because, I agree the O-line, everybody knew our O-line was trash. We were pulling people out out of Hy-Vee grocery store and asking them to play O-line for us. So we know the O-line was trash, but that's not what I'm going to go with. If our receivers would have caught the ball, if our receivers would have caught the ball, the momentum would have shifted. Because Mahomes, although he was scrambling for his life, he was still making key passes. And the ball was still hitting receivers in the hand and they were dropping it. And that's because I think they kind of was like, man, you know, the mindset set in that we couldn't handle it. I think if they would have caught those balls, that would have been a turning point, because he was still making those clutch passes and they couldn't stop it, even though he was running for his life. That would have turned the game. Like we said, the Chiefs was at Mickey D's like, hey, big man, come here. I have a job for you. Hey, seriously, for real. They were at the buffet. Like, hey, man, you put away that food pretty nice, big boy. Hey, you want to play on the O-line? Let's go. Terrence said the Seahawks would have repeated as Super Bowl champions had they just ran the ball. Man, hey, look, you preaching to the choir. I understand. I still cannot understand how they let that happen. Like that, anywhere else, the coach probably would have been fired. I'm not sure how Pete Carroll still had a job after that one. I don't know. It worked out for him though. I don't know how, but it mind-boggling, because that was crazy. And that right there, it's crazy to think about that one fatal mistake of not running that ball on the 1 yard line dismantled the whole team. It literally broke the whole team, man. That's wild. That is wild. But to say all that, yeah, we have future signings, and I forgot, you know, Geno Smith definitely saved Pete Carroll's job, and that's why he got that contract. He earned it, but he saved that man's neck. Seriously, he did. Sorry, lost train of thought here. Woo, sorry about that. So we got future signings. I'm excited to see this John Ross. I think even though the Giants and the Bengals couldn't get anything out of them, I mean, welcome to Kansas City. You with the offense guru here, Andy Reid. He's gonna find you run a 4-2-2. He's gonna sweep you for days. He's gonna send you on a jet and sweep you for days. You're right in his alley. You're right up his alley. He loves you. You're fast. So is John Ross going to replace Mecole Hardman? Like I said, I think Mecole Hardman is going to still have a spot on this team. But if not, it was a pleasure. You know, you got your ring. Man, that it's going to be something. Yeah. Yep. 2023, Mike Pat, 2023 draft class was wicked good. Anyways, back to KC. Yep. So, like I said, you got John Ross. Can't wait to see Tony get a full Andy Reid brutal off-season workout, training camp. Dude's gonna be deadly. I have a feeling. So, back to the question: what would you do if you were Veach? Relax? Nothing. If I was the GM, not doing nothing. Don't have to. Let everybody else around us do what they feel like they got to do. We can take it easy. We got draft picks. We got a fairly young secondary. You just got to fix repair the O-line a little bit, which was expected. Left tackle, probably right tackle. No, I got you, Mike. 2022. Yeah, I got you. In the draft, Mike, I mean, honestly, I think I would try to draft a left tackle and a right tackle and then probably turn around and try to bring in, you know, a vet, and just to, show them the ropes a little bit, teach them, some stuff. Or, you can always trade. Next week is going to be crazy. Next week, we're going to get the goods. The NFL is going to go bonkers next week. I think Veach is probably going to try to do that. I think he's going to try to draft everybody's like, man, you can't draft someone to cover your franchise blind side, which is true. But sometimes you gotta. I think because Mahomes' drop back is very unorthodox compared to most quarterbacks. You might be able to get away with it. Draft a tackle, and he's going through the training camp, and he's learning Mahomes and stuff like that. You might be able to get away with that. Hell, our secondary just got away with winning the Super Bowl, man. Rookies, like, so far, Veach is turning over rocks and finding diamonds, man. So, Larry B says, who's GM going to pay to keep happy? Who's GM Bishop going to pay to keep happy? So, Chris Jones is coming up. So, I know you really don't have to worry about him until next year. I think we'll be trying to work out a deal right now with him, trying to possibly extend him. Talk to Juju camp and see if they, interested in taking a certain type of deal. Man, definitely try to work a team-friendly deal with McCole. I would try to keep speed on this team. So Juju isn't built for speed. I know. He's built for other things. I would definitely try to keep McCole. I would try to keep McKinnon, of course. And then you got, like I said, you got John Ross, who's on the future signing. And then you got MVS out here. He's recruiting every darn body. Every time you turn around on Twitter, my man is out there sending out the brigades, man. He trying to get them all. He trying to get Allen Lazard to come here. What do you think? I mean, hey, that'll be crazy. Because if they go after him, then if McCole asks for some crazy amount, would you give it to him? Nope. No. Nope. You can go ahead and go, man. I love McCole. I think he's a pretty decent guy. No. Nope. Veach is in the mindset, and I agree with him, actually. So, and this will be my mindset also. If I was GM, he's in the mindset of fixing the salary cap while also winning, and it's working. We are winning. Even if this is a down year for us, let's just say that. Like, would that be bad? No, that'd be good, because at some point, you would think it has to slow down somewhere for at least a season, and then you pick it back up. So, if McCole wants a crazy amount of money, yeah, so Larry B said he's in between. Oh, I lost it. Did you delete your I lost it. I didn't get a chance to read it. But yeah, I don't think I'm giving McCole a crazy amount of money. I'm sorry. I like the kid. I think his first contract should be a Tyreek Hill type situation, team friendly. And that's just due to, like, I really haven't seen a lot of production for someone with his type of speed and stuff. Like, there hasn't been a whole ton, of production. So I don't think you're going to get a crazy bag. I don't think he'll get a crazy bag from anybody, to be honest. Especially, like I said, towards, this season, he wasn't very productive. I know he's fighting injuries, and I think that right there is why the Chiefs have the upper hand. They can offer him that team-friendly deal, and he'll probably be like, okay, and then next year you work harder, and you try to go get your bag or something, like maybe a 1 year prove it type situation or something, or or if you sign him to a 2 year or whatever, and he have a really good season, then you might consider trading him, and getting some more draft capital or something out of that. Chiefs might end up taking some of those picks, and they might just trade for a left tackle and a right tackle. We don't know. There's a lot of free agents out there I think we can find somebody that's decent enough to protect Mahomes. So, I don't know. We're going to talk more about that when we come back, because it's a lot to cover. Like I said, the free agent frenzy is going. You paying Clark. I will look. So, before we take a quick break, I'm going to talk Larry B real quick. I would love to try to get Clark. I think they're going to, obviously they letting him test the waters. I don't think I'm paying him crazy though. Because Clark already got his money. He got a lot of money when he came here. So I think at this point they wanted a team friendly situation because we've already paid you. So, I don't think you're going to be around much longer. So I think Veach is like, I can't pay you something crazy because I can't get nothing out of you as far as trade capital or anything like that, because who knows how your season's going to go this season. But we're going to take a break real quick. We'll be back. We're going to continue that topic right after this. Let's go.
Hello, ladies and sinners. Hello, sports fans around the world. Hello, IE Sports family. This is Cale Henderson, the host of IE Vegas, the Sin City Sports Show, presented by IE Sports Radio. If you folks are interested in sports in the Vegas area, if you're wanting to have a blast for 1 hour every Tuesday night from 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, this is a show built for the Vegas sports fans, where we feature the Las Vegas Raiders, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, the Las Vegas Aces, and the University of Las Vegas, Nevada Rebels. Hopefully, fingers crossed, MLB team coming soon. Either way, if you folks are looking to have a blast for 1 hour each and every week, tune in Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you folks are interested in Vegas sports news, go to our Twitter, at SinCities_IESR, and you can speak with me, the host, Cale Henderson, at Cale_Henderson on Twitter. At any time, be happy to reply. Always want to reach out to our fans. Again, the Sin City Sports Show, presented by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's happening, sports fans? Are you a fan of Southern California sports? Are you looking for a show hotter than a hot summer day in California? Then look no further than the SoCal Supreme Sports Show, where I talk about all things Southern California sports. That's right, all sports teams from Southern California. From the hard-hitting tackles of the NFL, to the killer crossovers and big three-pointers of the NBA and WNBA, to the grand slams of the MLB, to the bone-chilling goals of the NHL, and to the booming kicks of the MLS, the SoCal Supreme Sports Show has it all for you. Oh, and let us not forget about the college sports as well. So join me, Taryn Rodriguez, every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Some say that Indiana is just a flyover state. Flatlands and cornfields, barns and country roads. What if I told you Indiana is the crossroads of America? What if I told you in all other states, basketball is just basketball? In Indiana, basketball is life. Crowded high school basketball gyms on a Friday night, and every barn with a basketball rim and a frayed, worn-out net. If you're interested in the heartbeat of America, and if you're interested in sports, if you have Hoosier running through your veins, the Crossroads Pod with Aaron X is made for you. Powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Each and every week, the Crossroad Pod covers all of Indiana sports. The pride of the horseshoe of the Indianapolis Colts. The blue-collar gold swagger of the Indiana Pacers. The relentless pursuit of the sixth banner for the Indiana Hoosiers. The swing of the hammer of the Purdue Boilermakers. The swoop of the Cardinals of Ball State. The summoning of the echoes of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The growl of the Bulldogs of Butler. The intensity of an Indiana fever. The chop of the Indianapolis Indians. At the Crossroads Pod, if it is Indiana, we've got you covered. More than cornfields. More than country back roads. The Crossroads of America. Join me, Aaron X, every week. It's nothing but net.
All right. We back. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. So a little bit, we've been discussing free agency frenzy, the draft that's coming up here at the end of April, I believe. April 28th, I think it's when it kicks off here in Kansas City. Yeah, I'll be there. I said I wouldn't, but I will. I'm gonna check it out. It's the first time I've ever been to a draft. Why not? Let's go check it out. Life experience. We hear about making memories. Let's make memories. I think that's our purpose here. So, so real quick, Larry B was saying he would pay Frank Clark, which I love Frank Clark. But I also forgot, and I like I said, if it was something friendly, like a 1-year situation or something, maybe. But then, as I was scrolling through some things, I forgot about Zadarius Smith. If Zadarius Smith is released, I guarantee Reach go after him. I guarantee. Zadarius Smith, he liked my boy MVS. He liked Marquez. I don't know why I can't talk, man. Jeez. He liked MVS tweet back there on February 17th. MVS tweeted out, "When do we start recruiting players to come win another championship?" And honestly, that's what it looks like. It's starting to look like a lot of people want to come to the Chiefs. Because I remember Calais Campbell was saying he wants his ring, and somebody said something, and he put up the eyeball emoji, I believe. And Smith is raw, Larry B. So And I forgot. I think I'm taking Zadarius Smith over Clark. Ooh, I can't believe I just said that because Frank Clark is honestly I would probably have to say is my favorite Chiefs player. Between him and Chris Jones, Clark, he has a lot of raw emotion, and you can tell that it's real, that he really loves this team. And so the way he stabs that flag down at the end zones, to me is just, I really like that. And I can feel his feelings towards his team is very genuine. So, that would hurt me to sign Smith over Clark, but I think I will go for it. Sorry. I think I would have to go with Zadarius Smith. Exactly. Clark has what no coach can coach. You are definitely right about that. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. He's a pure athlete, man, like he has what, like you said, what no coach can coach. It's pure. So I would have to, it will hurt. It will definitely hurt, man. And I don't know. Like, let me just say I'm glad I'm not the ones making decisions. And I know this is a business. The NFL is a business. Everything is a business. But man, like I said, like you could tell but I knew Frank Clark knew that there was an end. And I know a couple weeks back I was saying that he was going to retire because I honestly thought he was going to retire. I thought after this year he was going to retire. I didn't think he was going to play again. I was taking notes and I was looking at how he was feeling, and I was looking at his facial expressions and stuff and all the crying, and like it felt different. And so I guess I was taking that as I'm going to retire more so than I know this might be my last run with the Chiefs. I just thought he was going to retire. So surprised that he's not, but okay. So, man, dang it. I'm excited. I'm ready for the draft. I'm ready to see, like I said, next week, I guarantee next week, we're going to be IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Every channel, every show under this umbrella, I guarantee we're going to be buzzing. Y'all better tune in. We're going to be buzzing like crazy. I guarantee. Next week, man, it's going to get real. It's going to get real out there. I don't know. I think Miami is moving in the right direction. They got Ramsey. I don't know if Ramsey's going to be the same Ramsey he once was before the Rams. And even his little, the Ramsey he was, that's crazy. Rams, I know. The Ramsey he was when his tenure in the Rams was fresh, or when he first got there. I don't know if he's going to be the same. So, I'm happy for Miami because I think Buffalo's going to have their hands full in that division. First of all, let's just say that. Buffalo, who's in the division? Buffalo, Jets, Miami, and somebody else. Buffalo, Jets, Miami. I can't think. Man, I can't think who else is over there. Doesn't matter. Those three teams. That's what matters. Those three teams. Buffalo, Jets, Miami. Those three. Bing, 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 bing. Buffalo's gonna have a handful. I don't know what Buffalo's gonna do. Stephon Diggs out here tweeting out cryptic messages on Twitter. How do you unfollow the team and then follow your brother's team is crazy. I don't know what that's about. I'm not gonna say anything. Oh, the Patriots. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. So, see, like I said, Buffalo, Jets, Miami. That's the only three that matter right now. That's the only three. If I was Belichick when Brady left, I would have been done. I know y'all were trying to duel it out. You can say what you want to say. I know Belichick and Brady was trying to prove who needed who, and ultimately Brady won that battle. But if I was Belichick when Brady left, the dynasty is over. I'm out of here. Bye. I had fun. What else do you need to coach for? You got 6, 7 rings. You good. It's over. Get out of here. Go. Go live your life and be happy. But anyway, so yeah, because the Jets, I feel like the Jets are a quarterback away, 1 QB away. And if I'm Aaron Rodgers, that's where I'm going. What we say a couple weeks back, you have to break up with that girl. You have to go see something new. You have to try something new. It's not working. The Dolphins do look good on paper term, but do they look good on the field? You can have all the talent in the world, but if it doesn't mesh well with one another, it doesn't matter. And I think that's what's going to happen. I was gonna get to that. You beat me to it. I promise I was gonna say that. But that's what I think. And I think that's what happened to Buffalo. They were trying to build a super team just because of Mahomes and company, and they were not meshing. And Stephon Diggs just sat down and did an interview, and they were asking him, what is it that's keeping y'all from getting over the hump? Well, y'all don't mesh. It's not working. I don't know if it's an ego thing. I don't know if it's Josh Allen run too much. I don't know what it is, but it's not working. It's not working. It could be that y'all are overclocking the hell out of the situation. It could be something very small, very simple that y'all overlooking because you are overclocking things. You are overanalyzing everything. And the Broncos from last year. Yep. Everybody. And everybody wanted to take down the Chiefs, and yeah, you're right, Taryn. That was also mainly bad coaching. Everybody wanted to take down the Chiefs. Everybody wants to build a super team. Everybody want to compare every QB to Mahomes. Stop it. These people are who they are. Bryce Young is not Mahomes. Brock Purdy is not Mahomes. Josh Allen is not Mahomes. He's Josh Allen. He's Purdy. He's Bryce Young. So on and so on. Stop it. Stop doing that to these people. Because when you start trying to compare somebody to another person, then they mental change, and then they're like, shit, I have to try to live up to the hype of this person. And no, what you need to do is focus on your game and play your game. That's what you need to focus on. So I'm excited for the season to start, but mostly excited to see who's going to end up with who and what pieces is going to be moved and where and placed and here and there. Draft is going to be crazy, but I guarantee the Broncos probably ain't going to be much of anything. Sean Payton's already trying to build a super coaching staff. I don't know. That's going to be weird for me. That's going to be weird for them. It's going to look weird, period. The Jets is a QB away. Like I said, if I'm Rodgers, go to the Jets, do your thing. I think it's time for Jordan Love up there in Green Bay to do his thing. The team, when Rodgers went out against the Eagles, I believe is who they played, and Jordan Love came in, I think he had his playing style and stuff was well accepted. The team responded to him differently. To me, they responded to him better than they were responding to Aaron Rodgers. I think it's Jordan Love's turn. Go ahead and let the kid do his thing. What's crazy is how things are floating around and I know we're getting ready to run out of time. Man, this has been fun, but I got to say it. Baker Mayfield to Tampa Bay, ? I don't know. Crazy, right? The NFL is about to get crazy, and I'm here for it. OBJ held his private practice, private workout session. Yes, the Chiefs was one of the teams there. What's going to happen with it? Don't know. I don't think we need OBJ, but Mahomes, he put up some popcorn emojis on Twitter. Shit's about to get real. I don't know. They know, we don't know. And Mahomes is very, very welcoming of players and weapons. And I feel like if you get another receiver, top receiver, great. That'd be nice. Shit, people going to be in trouble. That's all I know. The NFL is going to be in trouble. These teams. Eagles better work their magic. I don't know what they're going to do, but they better work it. So, but we're going to get ready to drop off here. Appreciate everybody for being here. Larry B, Mike, Pat, Taryn, Rodriguez. Thank you guys for being here, interacting with me. Paige, I know you listening. Appreciate it. Love you. Kansas City, love y'all. I will see y'all next week. Remember, if no one told you they love y'all, I do. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to catch up with y'all next week. Get ready. It's about to get real. Peace out.